Hey everybody, Lisa Kino here. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, we are on Sayori's route. So let us get back into it. Okay, I am needing to go back. Oh, I need to open that actually. There is my shortcut link, I think. There we go. Now I need to go get my little cheat sheet up for Sayori's poem words. Okay. Water. Empty is on there. Okay. Daydream. Joy's on there. Of course, depression's on there. Prayers on there. This is good music. I need to turn it down a little bit because I don't want copyright. Okay. Sorry about that. Silly's on there. And color. Hope. Dark. Peaceful. Heart. Death is on there. Yep. Calm's on hers, right? Yes, it is. Happiness. Yes. Sparkle. Yes. No. Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together. That dream within a dream. Embrace. Embrace, yes. And wife. Whoa, wife. Destiny? Is destiny on there? No, it's not. Sunset is. Okay, and what else is on here? Crap. Okay. Tragedy? Yes. Okay. My little cheat sheets. Good. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Len. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm Just still not used to you being in the club. That's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you into a good mood. But I guess it's always a simple... But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and it spills all the contents onto her desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
I really want this.
I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that leaves me with one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. No, she doesn't. The girl needs all the love she deserves. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening in or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell Len to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You are right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That.
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me into the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me a little bit more credit than that, Sayori.
Ow! Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto her desk.
Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie?
Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It must be a Christmas miracle. Is it because I paid for my restitution?
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki! That was so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. It hurts right here.
I'm sorry you guys had to see that. My water bottle just totally leaked all over me. And now it's all over my shirt, all over my pants. Oh. Maybe it's laughing because Sayori's you're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, bakers can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate. Mine's oatmeal raisin.
Yeah, why did you think I gave you that one? It's oatmeal raisin. I don't like oatmeal raisin.
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Even though if it is oatmeal raisin.
I am sorry to those of you who like oatmeal raisin cookies. Why is my brain coming up with these silly jokes? Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her.
Ah.
Sayori leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mm-hmm.
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh?
Monica chose the club over her own boyfriend after all?
You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Oh, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all, Monica. I don't, really. It's just I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to play piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't lay you down then. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance. And I'd love the chance to share once I'm ready. You see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori somehow managed to finish her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Len!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna go get supplies from the other classroom. Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks.
Oh, I see. Sure, I'll come with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon.
Ah, are you going with Len to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him.
But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Okay. It was just a suggestion. I'll see if you can find poster paper too, okay?
Okay. Ready, Len?
Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm talking to a kid. I'm taking a kid in the mall or something. Come on, give Sayori some credits. Sayori is a cute girl. I love her. She my bae. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Come on, that's the way you enjoy life. Finding the pleasures in the simplest things. That's how you enjoy life. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone's going to take turns on a stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds kind of dull.
Len, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I just completely gleeked all over my keyboard. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once preposterous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that.
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know.
Yeah, I know. I just meant that it's pretty an ordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun.
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey Len, the classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happiness vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I had forgotten I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons on the shelf.
They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons from the box, reading the color names. All right, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper.
I dropped one by accident. Ow! Yeah!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right onto the shelf. She falls on the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let's see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs aside.
Ow.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump starts to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Len.
Where would I find ice around this time? I guess cold drink would do.
You don't have to.
I'm fine with
Looking like a unicorn.
every wince and pain. Sayori looks like a joke. What are you saying? Be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out to the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Really doesn't matter since it'd be used as an ice pack rather to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand clumsily to scoop crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong places before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for you. It's for your head, idiot.
Ah, sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Len. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would really try hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know.
Did I really do that?
Yeah, don't you remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. In a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Len, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just a bit being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. Len, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know.
Good luck with that. She's going to see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clenches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Uh.
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we made it back into the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was about ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
I have it.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Sayori, calm down. I'm gonna get something in a minute. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Len. Oh, well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that. Okay. In that case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too.
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to start sharing poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. And I'm going to go down the list again. Start from the bottom list, go up. Hi again, Len. How's the writing going? Right, I guess. come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. It's not like I'm unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's not anything like that. I'm just getting used to people here, that's all. Yeah, sorry if I'm putting any pressure on you. I didn't mean anything like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, let's read your poem. I like this one, how this one turned out. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Speaking, screeching, piercing. Scene. Cosine. Tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. I know there's one that says load me in this. Okay. I guess not. It's more abstract. No, I didn't say anything like that. Blah, blah, blah. The bloody blah, blah. The bloody blah, blah. Save your game. Yes, I know. Is this tip even about writing? No, you're just breaking the script. You're breaking the fourth wall. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, then. Your skills are improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's very intimate. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is it the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and hands me her poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by this guttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, aware of my consequences, well aware that a raccoon is fed will always come back from me for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife is the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon incriminates its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the edge of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread. Fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the nearly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we have gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. So my bread is always handy. If every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's definitely more metaphorical. That's right. It's a bit more closer to my preferred writing style, using the poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Could take it as face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express that the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of thing I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. What do you keep to yourself? Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Len? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little of something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, I have learned to embrace my own weirdness. I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. That's gay. I like your last one better. Oh, really? Yeah, I can tell you're a little more daring with this one. You're not really good enough for that yet. I fell flat. That may be true. I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring it all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add meaning to just by using no annoying, complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. You're just head over heels for this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all that deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Or Ami? In this case, Ami. Ami likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Ami has a cute singing voice. I heard her favorite love song. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg so really bad, Ami helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Ami has lots of friends. I see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message here is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you explain complicated issues with simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an arrogant jerk. You know people like this? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote this to be easily I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what somebody likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Oh, that's funny. Yuri wrote something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird too, but so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should not try to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. I would say so. And with her writing style is different. I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in her poem. That's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. Oops. But I want people to think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna make a good one tomorrow too, so look forward to it. And last one is my girl Sayori. People, shut up on my phone.
Len, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much he likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
What?
Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean you're really an expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about when I'm my own stupid life? But when you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking?
Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. I have that weird kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
Eh? I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I'm trying to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Careful, she still has the freaking lump, dude.
Hey, not a kid, you know. Also, be careful, I still have my lump.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Len, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this poem for you. Are you even listening to me anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really? Ah, I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down and to pick up the piece she dropped. But the inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps into me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk and beside her and to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off the scalp like the lid off of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't help. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a lot. I've really been in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy? Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Doki, you're ahead of yourself, Sayori. Please. Sayori has always had this habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it. No more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have something to do? Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any good new members. That is a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? I'm sorry. Again! We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds up to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think that's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite a poem in front of a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best shot. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, then the better we'll be able to show everyone about what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings.
being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I have to get over with.
All right.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at the faces. I guess I really don't have a choice.
All right, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is really going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite a poem in front of the club, do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Where did my game go? Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. She begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Her inflection is pristine. So pristine. She's done this before. She's a natural. She has done this like 2 other times.
That was so good, Monica.
I was hoping to set a good example. Are you next? Are you ready to go? I'll go next.
Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden?
This poem is called...
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Why is she suddenly putting in this much effort? Yay! Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Okay, I guess I'm next then. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry I giggled.
Sayori.
This is a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of the mirror or you're in your own head.
Okay then.
It's bittersweet. I would have loved to see this poem.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Len liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? You came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely.
Oh, I know what you mean. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
Next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more.
Okay.
Don't make me go before Len. It's fine, it's fine. I recite a poem. Yeah, maybe. That just leaves you, Natsuki. This poem is called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? It's because you're presenting. Anyway, this poem's called Jump. It's rhythm and rhyme. It's almost like she's rapping. That wasn't too bad. So bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Well, at least you feel prepared for the festival and having to say it in front of thousands and thousands of students.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. You know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write our own poems for tomorrow as well. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be really nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Len. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. Walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been a few days, a lot of things have happened already. But today Sayori's being quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Oh, sorry. I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked you to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would still walk home with you. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really... always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Len. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she really wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've made up my mind. I can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird for Sayori to care so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days. Who knows what will happen in that time? Anyway, I need to save here and call it game. So thank you guys so very much for coming out and watching today's episode of Doki Doki Literature Club on Sayori's route. Now we're finally getting to the hard stuff. If you guys liked it, please consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing if you haven't already, and if you want to continue watching more from me, hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button, and you can personalize those to your preference. As always, links to my social media is down in the description box below. Please follow me on Facebook, as I will be starting to stream on Facebook eventually. Please join the official Leah Sakino's Garden Discord group. That's also linked in the description box below. So thank you guys so very much for your likes, comments, views, and subscriptions. They help out the channel. Can't thank you guys enough for that. Thank you guys so much. As always, my heart and love goes out to each and every single one of you. And as always, please stay safe out there, everybody. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.